Hey, I'm Jordan. For each month of 2026, I'm showing you what it's like to hike Cactus to Clouds, one of the hardest day hikes in the world, with almost 11,000 feet of elevation gain in the first 15 miles. Today, the worst of winter conditions with the worst of summer conditions, so it's gonna be a fun one. Let's do this. But first, check out this sunrise. I'm getting really tired of post holing. All right, I'm here at the end of February. Let's take a look at today's preparations. This year has been one of the driest years on record for the area. Most of February has been super cool and super dry. A perfect time for Cactus to Clouds. But 2 weeks ago, we had 3 storms coming over the course of a week, and the mountain got a bunch of snow. But 2 weeks later here at the end of February, it's literally summer in Palm Springs. It was a low of 72 degrees this morning when I started, and it's forecasted to be a high of 95 by noon. I would expect this in April or May, not in February, so kind of crazy. Really goes to show you gotta plan ahead and be prepared, check the forecast. At the tram, it'll be between 50 and 60 degrees. So actually pretty mild for, again, February. Just like last month and any winter month, my big concern is whether I'll be able to get through the traverse. This is that last mile or so before getting to the tram station. It's possible this section is too icy to safely get through, and that I'll have to turn around. I mean, today that is a serious risk, and I am kind of nervous because it's gonna be so hot in Palm Springs. So I am planning in case of a potentially dangerous situation where I do have to turn around. So I'm bringing an extra liter of water for the descent into the oven, which could be really dangerous. I checked the San Jacinto Trail Report website, which I'll post a link to. They call out a need for snowshoes above 9,000 feet, but also warned that because of the warmer temperatures, the snow could turn into slush and might warrant snowshoes at even lower elevations. So for gear, got my basic traction, micro spikes, and poles. These will not be enough if there's a big sheet of ice on the traverse. I've also got water, sunscreen, food, my headlamp, and summer protocol is in effect. So I'm bringing an ice bandana, that's what I've got around my neck here, and I froze my water just to keep me cool, make sure I've got water and cool water up as I get higher up. So I'm not bringing snowshoes and I'm not bringing mountaineering equipment. There's a decent chance I don't summit today or that I don't even make it to tram. All right, that said, honestly, today has quite a bit of risk. Let's see how this goes and just try to be as safe as possible. This is a special day. Look at that. So I'm just at the traverse here. There's been a little snow on the trail so far, but I mean, I slipped once or twice, but nothing to worry about. Here's the traverse. This is what we got to worry about today. I mean, it looks okay. Like, I'm not too worried about it. There's enough of a trail over to the side, but you can just see. You don't want to fall and slip here. So I'm just going to be really careful to this first part. I know the trail gets a little steeper by the tree up there. So I'll reevaluate in 20 feet. Yeah, so far so good. I've been feeling pretty confident. Good feet. It's not too slippery, and it's flat enough. There's enough rocks. Feel good with poles. So I'm feeling good today. Yeah, I called this out last month. Just make sure you've got the GPX. This is the trail, but there's no tracks, so you don't want to get stuck going up something steeper. So I mean, it's a little weird because there's like, this is a good foot of snow here, but I'm sure right there's absolutely nothing. So keep going. Okay, so here I am, a little lost maybe. I kind of see footprints that go up there. I know the trail goes somewhere here. Okay, so you can see Kaufman Crag is over there. You don't really want to start going too far up until you get to Kaufman Crag, but there's a couple of up sections. So I know for sure I'm not going all the way up here. I'm not entirely sure which way. I got the map, so I'm just gonna go slow and make sure I stay on something that looks like a path. I got these footprints that go up that way. Now I'm 90% positive we're supposed to go that way towards that tree. So do we follow the footprints? That might be going the wrong way. It might be getting you stuck somewhere dangerous. Or do we stay on the trail? I'm gonna stay on the trail because that's what I'm familiar with. And I have the GPX to follow the actual trail. All right, look who decided to join me. So I'm glad I trusted my instincts, and my familiarity with this trail definitely came in handy. We're going that way through there. Okay, this right here, I believe this one's notch 2. Don't go up here. You will need a rescue. One year I was up here and 14 people got rescued when I was out because they went up here. We're gonna continue on the traverse until we get to Kaufman Crag. That tells us we're going up Grubb's Notch, which is where we want to be. Okay, last part of the traverse. I mean, this part is hard enough without snow, and with snow, it's a little messy. So you can see Kaufman Crag. We're really trying to go that way. We're gonna zigzag up here a little bit. I think really I want to get to the other side of that rock, but I mean, at this point, you kind of just find the best, whatever the safest path is, and just know you're trying to go up a bit. You'll find the path that crosses over and gets you on the other side of this ridge here. So we want to get up on this ridge. I think I'm going to follow what I'm familiar with and just go this way. Yeah. Made it to Kaufman's Crag. So we're really just going straight up here. As for wayfinding up here, it's a mess. It's a mess in the summer. It's a mess in the winter. Just find a path that looks good for you and stick with it. All right, and that is the top of Skyline. Yeah, so the traverse and Grubb's Notch, I mean, it's still challenging, it's still risky. It felt very doable today, but there's a lot of you just have to be very cautious. Watch your footing. I mean, this is not for inexperienced hikers at all. I mean, I would say conditions were fairly good today. I wasn't nervous. Again, it's just slow and cautious movement. But I've definitely been out here on days where I bailed. I was like, there's no way I'm going through that. It's too sketchy, it's too icy, it's too steep. And then there was one day where I pushed through, and that was a mistake. I was just terrified. I thought that was it. So today, lucked out. Everything was fine. I mean, I got up here so early that I'm a little cold. My feet are soaked and wet, and my hands are cold. But the sun, it feels nice, so it's gonna warm up, I hope. Continuing on, I gotta say, I am super tired. That was hard work today. I felt like I managed the heat well, but the snow is just so much work. I stopped and talked to the ranger, who said, he pointed out my shoes and he was like, I don't think you're gonna make it with those. He basically says everything over 9,000 feet, I'm gonna be post-holing. So just setting expectations that the rest of the day is just gonna be incredibly hard and exhausting, or I won't summit. So realizing I made a couple mistakes, I didn't bring snowshoes, and then I didn't even think about this, I didn't bring snow gaiters. So a lot of the folks up here are more prepared for the snow. Now remember, when I started, it was 70 degrees, 72 degrees. My luck has run out. That's the trail. There are no footprints. This is where the footprints are going. I'm gonna follow the trail and hope that those footprints meet up with it. This is gonna be a bit of a slog though. I'm struggling. This is hard. Only about 1,000 feet more of climbing, 2 miles to go. I think it's 1.8. I'm getting really tired of post-holing. All right, before I play the clip of me whining and complaining that today was so hard and I was so stupid for not bringing snowshoes, I realized what happened. I was the first one up, and so I was breaking trail for almost 4 miles, and that was rough. But now that people have been coming up behind me, I mean, this is what I was expecting. And so that's why I was too stubborn to bring snowshoes. Lesson learned, I guess. If you're gonna be the first one, bring something better to break trail. All right, here's a video of me whining and complaining about how hard it was. I'm about a half a mile from the summit. I need to call it here. I'm running low on food and it's taking me so long. It's been almost 5 hours since the ranger station that I'm actually worried that the sun is going to go down and I'm going to get cold. So This was a risk I took by not bringing snowshoes. Clearly that's what would have been necessary to succeed in a timely manner, but I'm just absolutely exhausted. These last couple hours have been so slow. Every step is just, 2-3 foot post hole. It's freaking hot right now. I'm chilling in the sun. The heat's reflecting off the snow. It is so hot. But there's also been moments in the shade where it's totally freezing. So overall today has been, an absolute wild day. I mean, this is cactus to clouds. This is the worst of summer and the worst of winter conditions. So I really don't recommend it. I mean, but clearly it's doable. This is your thing. It's not my thing. I'd rather come back when I can run the downhill. So I will head back down to the tram. Take the tram down. One thing to watch out for on these snowy days is that the tram station gets very, very crowded. So there could be a long wait for the tram down. Just as well, there's a lot of traffic coming up to the parking lot for people who want to come up. And so sometimes your rideshare will not come pick you up. Something, that's how you hike Cactus to Clouds in February. I'm way too tired. But the mountain's super green, really cool, look at this.